So I tried recording the audio of me talking earlier months ago, but when I was going through the footage while talking about what was going on, I came to a part that was out of order, and this is also a long amount of gameplay. I mean, it's longer than this side. It's an hour and 7 minutes, and I started wondering, like, should I edit some of this gameplay? Because the gameplay is just terrible, It's like I decided to do this, and I'm gonna see it through to the end.
No comm traffic on any band.
I already beat all the levels on Legendary. I was going for the million points. I just checked, and this one's actually 900,000. I thought 900,000's close enough.
What was that? It came from the console.
How many years has it been since we used that signal?
Yeah, and I can't do anything else while I'm narrating the gameplay because I need to just watch what's going on and talk about it.
What is this place? Forerunner planet. Beyond that, who knows?
Wherever we are, Cortana brought us here.
And there's a lot of dialogue from the Spartans in this game.
There was a lot of destruction.
It's kind of, I suppose that makes it better, but
she may not have known what would happen.
And I'm just like trying to score points and be impressive in a video game, and
this place is incredible.
Then do commentary over it. It doesn't really help to have them talking half the time.
There's a formalness and precision to it all. It seems artificial, but still organic. Halsey would have already started taking samples.
She'd have probably figured out the exact coordinates of this planet.
The classic, a bunch of unaware enemies. You gotta love that, next to a bunch of explosions and stuff. Yeah, there's 3 points. Oh, and I'm down.
Sounds like an elite. What the hell are the Covenant doing here?
And it's like, why don't I go and remove all the parts of me getting downed, or when I get stuck and I'm just shooting at something for a long time, why not, fast forward that? And the reason why I haven't yet is because I want to show it how it actually was like. All just held down, not moving fast through it, getting knocked down over and over again. And when you're doing it, all the numbers are confusing you, and you think you're looking pretty cool right now, getting those high scores.
I'm curious. I never worked with an AI before. Not like you did with Cortana.
And this is the fun part of the level, which is where you're fighting the Covenant, because it's fun to shoot grunts in the head, and because it only it's fun because it takes one shot when you do it with a like a bolt action semi-automatic weapon.
Engage the elite.
And then it's fun to use energy or plasma weapons to take down the elite's shields, so then you can headshot them and get a huge high score off them. But then halfway through the level, you're fighting the Prometheans, and it seemed like 343. They just wanted to make the enemies that they came up with, the Prometheans, just more difficult to fight than what the original Bungie guys came up with for enemies. I don't know. That's just conjecture. The Prometheans still look cool. I'm glad to see they have robot species. Robots are so important to sci-fi. I wish they would bring back the Flood and then have Flood and robots. Not that either of them are as fun to fight as the Covenant, and that's why some people like Reach and the expansion ODST because in both those games you just fight the Covenant. And then you also have squads. You have a squad in this game too, and the only other Halo game in between those and this one was Halo 4.
Pick up that weapon.
Going now.
Yeah, snipers are always frustrating to use on this difficulty because everything is just invincible and you're just gonna use up all your ammo on like one enemy. There we go.
Suicide truck incoming.
Nice. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of really clever dialogue or commentary watching this stuff, and I want to just keep on talking to, you know, get as much of myself on here as possible. It's like a hour-long level. Once I put on my voice's audio, this could be my chance to get to know everybody, or for everyone to get to know me.
The demon!
Move, blue team.
Now, some people still react to that, how the aliens call the Master Chief the demon. Of course, it doesn't faze anyone that was here since Halo 2. And they call him that because they were a religious group of aliens, and you stopped their ascension to the final dimension. And you stop them from activating Halo. Of course, you know, you say that to anyone that has played Halo, and they're just like, yeah, I know, I played Halo 2. Phantom in the sky.
There's a Forerunner facility here.
Covenant seem to think it should belong to them.
Break through their line.
Because if I don't have anything to say about what's going on, I could just edit all the footage together and then just post that. But, you know, then, how much of me is really in that? I know very few, I don't even know anyone else that played Halo 5. Not IRL.
Target the Jackal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got some friends online that I met playing the multiplayer, but I don't think they went back and started looking for skulls and got beaten on Legendary. Very few people do that, and so you can see it's not really a popular thing to do. Which, I mean, for me, makes me wonder, like, why are the developers even doing this to me? Why even have it there? But it's been there ever since Halo 2, basically, and, you know, Halo 3 was when they added the meta game, but I beat the Halo 3 just, like, with all skulls on Legendary or something, and it's like, well, I won't ever do that again. And that's why I tried so hard on Halo 5, because I remember doing that and having a lot of fun, and This time it was a lot easier because you could get downed, except I didn't have all the skulls on because
Comms went dead. Regroup.
I was already scoring like 1,000,000 points. And yeah, I did all this months ago, and it's just such a pain to sit down and take the time when you could be doing something else to, you have to download all the videos from where you've saved them and then put them in the correct order and then, watch it all in real time, trying to keep talking about something while it's going on. And then it's not very cool.
I need support. Give me a hand.
Like, I'm gonna do this as a project. A little project of myself.
I need a hand.
Shift you back up. System's locked.
All the way back here. Wow.
Move up.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we used to play a lot of Halo in middle school. A lot of people played Halo in middle school and in high school, and then some people in college were also playing Halo.
There's a Forerunner facility.
Some people
here.
just keep playing
Government seem to think
Halo.
it should belong to them.
It's just
Break
a
through
game
their
that they like. Other people are like that with League of Legends. Once they got hooked on a MOBA, they just stopped playing all other types of video games.
Pick up this weapon.
Drive the humans back. This temple is ours.
Take the elite.
I used to think the fuel rod cannon was really cool the first time I saw it in Halo 2. I thought it was the gun that the hunters had, because they both have giant green blasts. I don't know, you never really get too much use out of it.
Take this, Spartan.
And yeah, before I use up all the ammo, I leave a round in the chamber so I can have one of my squad pick it up, but they don't use it as much as I would like. In Halo 3, if you put a rocket launcher in a squad, not a squad mate, but a Marine's hands, and then they got into a Warthog, they would have unlimited ammo and be lethal accurate with it. I suppose it's kind of fun, being in an alien battlefield. All that plasma fire flying through the air.
Shackle on me. You're stuck. Get back.
No signal from Linda. Hold position.
Grenade incoming.
Yeah, those jackals are fun to headshot too, the ones that are hitting you from far away.
System locked. Need a hand here.
I got you, Chief.
Back in it.
One thing I like pretending is that You know, and if in Infinity, in some future where there is alien military combat, having done this here right now, hopefully in that lifetime I'll be more badass and capable. That seems kind of delusional.
Take that elite.
On it! Grenade!
Yeah, I remember being completely in love with it at other times in my life and previous Halo games where you like the sound it makes and the particle effect. And you're like, oh yeah, the gun just looks beautiful shooting it. It makes this cool noise.
Here comes the grenade!
Assisting.
Let's get you back up!
I'm up.
Grenade incoming! You're all set, Frederick! Hostile moving to cover!
Yeah, when you play on normal or easy, the game with cinema scenes, the game is only like 5 hours, but you get closer to 10, and without cinema scenes playing on legendary, because it takes at least twice as long to get through every part. It's also how you sort of get to know the map a little bit more, but only for a second, because once you've done it on Legendary, it's not like you're going to keep on doing it over and over again like a multiplayer map. I don't know how well I needed to know this.
System lock. Give me a hand.
All set, Chief.
Back in it.
Yeah, you also have to just keep on making do with whatever weapons you find.
I'm down. I need support.
You're good, Chief.
I'm up.
Yeah, it's crazy how this was the Halo game where you could get downed a whole bunch of times.
The path is shielded.
They just won't go down sometimes, right?
Area clear. Move up.
Maybe I should be reading the subtitles and talking with them at all their lines.
Almost like someone was trying to keep the Covenant out.
But not
Not
us.
us. Assuming we're right and Cortana is on this planet, how did she get here?
The Didac ship was pulled into slipspace.
Nah.
It could have ended up anywhere. More activity around the large structure.
Chief, what's happening to that building when we use these consoles?
I don't know.
Too bad the Forerunners didn't think to leave a manual.
If that signal is Cortana, she's leading us to the consoles.
She hasn't proven the most reliable guide recently.
We keep going. We find out what's happening.
Oh man, what if this turned out to be, no, okay, this is the part I remember because this is, like, the rest of the video is being stuck here, I think. We're in the place right after it.
It's another one of those.
Oh, hey, Reaper from Mass Effect.
Have the Covenant been
Well,
coming
that's
through with
cool.
them? Stands to reason. Any ships caught in the slip space bubble would be pulled through.
An ancient machine
We're
of
definitely being led
galactic destruction and control. Just like in Mass Effect.
You answered her call. Why? What do you intend when you reach her? Shall I begin? When you see her, you intend
Alright,
to.
yeah, now you're fighting
I've come to bring her home.
Prometheans.
You understood what
I already
she's
forgot
become.
about this part,
You would not speak
but this is
such
also a part that
juvenile concepts
I
as
was
whole.
scanning it before beginning. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, maybe I should start fast-forwarding and editing out stuff, because I don't think anyone's just gonna leave this on and let my voice come out of it, or, like, no one is intently watching this and, like, focused on everything that's going on. It's like, oh, well, if I, fast forwarded it and edited parts out, wouldn't see what it actually looked like. I don't think anyone's trying to do this. Well, there could be someone else out there, like, hey, you want to play Halo 5 on Legendary with skulls on? Try and score 1,000,000 points?
System locked. I need a hand.
And I definitely don't want to just be all pessimistic and dreary voice sounding negative when it's like, hey buddy, we're doing this because this is a good time for us. This is how we enjoy ourselves.
Innocent folly, but one which darkens her true promise.
Where is she?
Launch the grenade!
I'm down. I need support. I'm up.
And it's like on the first level or two, I felt like I was explaining helpful hints, but then after that, it's like, well, okay, so you know how to kill these things on Legendary with skulls on. Now it's just a matter of taking the time to systematically move through the level, all careful and slow.
Now, the mantle of responsibility belongs to Cortana and the other created. I shall see it remains forever beyond your grasp.
Up and out! They've got you stabilized.
Oh, that was a close one.
Over me.
Back in it. You're still active, Fred. Get on that hostile. Sure.
I have shot.
And these, the audio is done on GarageBand. I have the thing recording me talking for the length of time, so it's one huge audio file, and I'm sort of amazed by that, just the fact that it's an audio file that's just an hour long. Well, I don't do that all the time, just talk for an hour and record it.
Need me an assist.
And when I try and do this, it's like, hey, I got a like a little movie or mini-series where I get a lot of voice time. As much as I want, actually. I can talk about anything.
Blue team, priority target.
Not really anything.
Take that target. Signal from Fred. Hold position.
Now, those flying ones are called Watchers. And you probably knew that already.
Blue system locked.
And I don't even know why I pick up the splinter turrets, just to fire all the ammunition, just to use it all up and to get used to it. And it's all practice. Watching this, maybe I'll start turning that game on again, getting those
Engage the soldier.
booster packs, and try and get first wins. Use up all of the vehicles and guns that I unlocked, but it's sort of just like a cycle of doing all that stuff more. It's like, I don't know why you want more of these things. Yeah, I mean, you know, all the unlockables and the multiplayer are kind of cool, but they're also not that amazing. And then, you know, people are like so good at the game, I just get destroyed. So I get on there and just play against AI. Try and get one of those in a day.
Need meds in your hand.
I've got the chief.
And then I think you just keep on leveling up too, so there's no end point.
Engage the soldier.
I'll make it happen.
I shall spare her the inevitable suffering of your betrayal and end you.
I feel like you fight the Warden Eternal like 8 times. There's one boss in the game.
And the other created. I shall see it remains forever beyond your
Now, when you play Halo 5 to this extent, it's not really a masterpiece. But, you know, they still did a lot of cool stuff, ledge grabbing and,
Get moving.
you know, experimental. They experiment a lot on the Halo games. They definitely don't. They keep on changing their formula a little bit, and it's weird because when they add stuff, it's only for one game, and then they get rid of it. Oh no. I'm going to do this part 3 times.
Your trust in one another is an innocent folly, but one which darkens.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe next time when I die 3 times like that at the same part, maybe I should just, you know, edit it out and, because, you know, it's not, you know, no one wants to watch that. I don't want to watch that. Gonna have to be, you know, that wasn't edited out right there. That was just, you know, cut off from the DVR recording, because sometimes it doesn't record perfectly.
End you now. The mantle of responsibility belongs to Cortana and the other created. I shall see it remains forever beyond your grasp.
Yeah, I just can't get the timing perfect with those things.
Take these coordinates.
You got it.
Get Fred back on his feet.
Still got soldiers to drop.
System blocked.
You're up, Fred.
System locked.
Enemies charging!
What's your aim?
Yeah, being pinned down so much by gunfire and then having to repeat parts over and over again sort of feels like limbo. It's like, wow, it's not taking that much longer, not really. Someone would just be throwing a fit over it. It's like it only takes an hour. Yeah, a lot of people get really frustrated playing video games.
Take that watch. System locked.
Sort of a strange part of human behavior.
Need support. I'm up. Take that target. On it.
Well, I've got no ammo.
I'm down.
And it's annoying how the enemies don't run out of ammo. They can keep on firing those things forever. Like, hey, shouldn't they run out of ammo and then I can just charge them? They're just gonna keep on shooting.
Move up.
Kind of an unrealistic, unfair advantage. There we go. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of ammo around usually. Just gotta backtrack a little bit.
Team, get on that hostile.
Sure.
Blue team, on my target.
Right, like this feels like it's been 30 minutes, but it hasn't. It's just really repetitive.
Big soldiers trying to drop me.
It's almost like you can't even tell if you're doing damage.
Soldiers all over me.
Engage the soldier. Sure.
Yeah, I used to just love doing stuff like this.
Blue
If
team,
I just
on my
started
target.
making enjoyment sounds like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Here I am making my way through the map. Maybe that's how I should be acting instead of all apathetic and depressed sounding. He's just trying to suck the fun out
Get
of the
Fred back
game.
on his feet.
I've got you, Fred.
Like, hey buddy, I paid money for this. Hey buddy, my parents paid money for this.
Soldiers losing armor.
I don't need you sucking the fun out of the game.
All clear.
I got this for a birthday present, Christmas present, something like that. You know, figuring. When I mumble this bad, it makes me think about what every other word that someone could have heard might have thought I said.
We should keep moving.
Your time has passed, warrior servant.
Oh yeah, this
Your
part.
battle fought
And I think this goes on for almost like, I guess it's 32 minutes. It was like 40 though, and I don't even know
I'm down.
how I'm, in my mind, I look at this situation. I'm like, I don't know how to go about this. It's like a big open area of a bunch of boss enemies.
Blue team, Linda needs support.
Alright, I guess the first thing I do is I try and hide so I can think about what I'm going to do.
I need support.
Alright, go to the high ground. Get on the sides.
All set, Chief.
I'm up.
And, you know, make use of my squad. They've got unlimited ammo, I think, but I don't.
We lost Kelly.
Oh no, and then this is where the game kind of stalls out. This is what you have to do when you have a squad in a game like this, where they respawn, and, you know, you're not strong enough to kill anything, so you just have to keep on sending your squad out like ducks, or,
Fire on that knight.
I don't even know what to describe them as, little rabbits. You have to just keep on taking cover and waiting a minute or two
Your resistance is of no
for them to respawn so that they can pick you up, because if your entire squad's dead and you go down, you're reverting to the checkpoint.
You cowering wretches will die hiding.
You know what would also kind of be fun to do a commentary of is maybe Shadow of the Colossus like this, but no, I'm not gonna pay full price for that game. You know, plus there's already walkthroughs of people that you probably look up before me, and yeah, they don't do. They just stopped doing video game rentals at the Redbox. And like, oh, I'm not gonna be renting video games anymore.
Fire on the warden.
Right away.
It's already sort of difficult to do because when you rented a video game, you would have to install. So you have to take the time to install it. And yeah, I can see what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on shooting at them with this light rifle, and then going around the map, going around the sides. Well, these things are just all hanging back and letting me shoot at them, which is kind of weird.
You cannot hide from me.
Yeah, I'll use up all my ammo, and then I'll keep on going to all the other ammo supplies, and just continuing to do this. Uh-oh. And restart.
Prometheans gather.
Move, blue team.
Yeah, because I probably haven't even realized yet that I have to have my squad with me, otherwise if I get down, I'm just gonna have to keep on doing the checkpoint.
Taking soldier damage.
You fight for a world already lost.
Thanks, I'm back. Linda needs an assist.
And the enemies are kind of rushing your squad right away.
sun has set on the age of humanity, the Covenant, and your petty combats.
As I look at Frederick just leaving the cover I told him to be at, they go and run around and get down. So I have to keep on telling them, no, stay in cover. He's only gonna get downed out there.
Take this position.
Like, get back in the cave. He's downed. Turn around.
The day of reckoning is behind you.
And yeah. He's like, oh, well, Fred, you shouldn't have gone down in the fire zone. You know, I think older gamers don't complain as much as me because they grew up on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, where, you know, games are just awful.
Hit your target! Grenade! Thanks, Spartan.
So, yeah, this bad AI is still, you know, pretty impressive that they're even there and moving around at all.
Yes, sir. Get fire on that guy.
Blue team.
Copy. I'm down.
Cortana's future is assured. Yours is over.
Thanks. I'm good.
On your feet, Linda.
Yeah, this is the most passive amount of entertainment you could do is, yeah, me doing this and then my commentary. Instead of passing time, it's just kind of holding me here, though. It's fun getting those numbers, though.
Okay.
That's the funny thing about scores as opposed to XP, is a high score you can just have and it doesn't amount to anything.
Get moving.
Roger. Sure. Roger that.
You cannot hide from me.
Oh, wow.
I need a hand.
Let's get you back up.
Back in it. Converge on the night.
Copy.
System locked. Need an assist.
Oh yeah, that's always fun to fight a bunch of explosions. No, no, no. Did I make it? I don't know. Yeah, the game DVR is kind of buggy, but sometimes when you're streaming, they'll do really bad quality because of your connection and you won't even know. So, they sort of both have their problems. And like right now, I can do this as much as I want as like a free service that they're offering. And you can tell that in other countries and nations, and in the future probably, they're going to want to charge people to do this, you know?
Everything on that night.
You cowering wretches will die hiding.
Good, Chief.
I'm up.
Your resistance is of no consequence.
Blue team.
I got this one.
Yeah, I remember taking so long too. I was like, oh wow, this is awful. I didn't even know if I was going to win eventually. I was going to win by getting through it. Getting to the end of the level. And it's like, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe I can't actually do this.
I'm down. Need an assist.
Wounded one.
Assisting. I'm up.
Well, I think anyone can do this. Just keep on trying.
Converge on the
Get
night.
taken down, they go down, and then they pick you back up. And when you don't, then you go back to the checkpoint. Oh, that looks like I was getting down before. Maybe I got 7-minute part mixed up. And again, this looks exactly like earlier. It's all sort of blending together. But if you look at the timer, it's only back 3 minutes from a second ago. It's funny how irritating this must have been for this 1 hour to still be something that I'm capable of remembering. Just being stuck here shooting these things for a long time. It wasn't that long, it was an hour. You know, just being all frustrated and annoying and annoyed. feeling like it was this long amount of time. It's like you're running out of oxygen when you're complaining about this.
Getting everything on that.
You cowering wretches will die hiding.
That's exactly where I went down last time.
You're good, Chief.
I'm up.
Your resistance is of no consequence.
Blue team.
I got this one.
Now, wouldn't it be so bad if he didn't have all those knights in the background over there? 'Cause then you could charge up to them. Yeah, this has to be the same 3 minutes a second time.
All set, Chief.
Back in it.
Taking fire from the Hornet.
Yeah, it's incredible how much of this is just watching that gunfire on that
I'm down. Need an assist.
IP character,
Assist.
the robot thing.
I'm up.
It's kind of like watching a volleyball or tennis or a badminton match. When you're just sort of in the same place for 30 minutes. Earlier, when we were on the bridge of the elites and the Covenant, that reminded me of the part in Halo 4. But when you get here, and you're just stuck.
Let's go.
Thanks, Buck.
Blue team, move to assist.
Down.
Blue team, move to assist.
You wretches will die hiding.
And what I remember is after I did take out all the knights and had been in this part for a really long time, since it felt like that,
Back in it.
then you get down to the Warden Eternal and you can't even tell if you're damaging him.
My rule is eternal.
Oh, didn't see that guy there with
Give
the
me a hand.
heavy weapons. Oh, close one.
Cowering wretches will die hiding.
Okay, Kelly. Stay on me. Down.
Blue team, Linda needs support.
See, that's where this gameplay footage isn't that great, because it's just the same stuff over and over again. Just that thing firing at you and you running around and unloading your entire weapon over and over again, looking for ammo and getting knocked down and picking people up. Going on for 30 minutes in the same area.
Away with you! I strike!
And that's what the skulls and scoring do to the game. So how else could you do this?
Accept your fate!
And I definitely think I'm gonna edit out and speed up things next time something like this happens.
Wretches will die hiding!
Yeah, that's when I also had lost all my nerve and confidence at the game on the level right before it the first time you see the Warden Eternal. But it still didn't go on for this long, this area. And this is the next level and you're fighting him again and it's even worse. But, you know, it's not always this bad because there's so many different variations of the difficulty. I just have to hang back and wait for my squad to respawn. I got 14 minutes to go, so should be all wrapped up here soon. And you do this, and you think you're gonna do the verse AI horde waves on multiplayer, and you're just gonna be amazing at it, and you're not.
Get fire on the warden.
And yeah, you know, at this point I don't really know how to fight the Warden too well. I'm just probably gonna keep on shooting it. I know you're supposed to shoot it in the back.
Pathetic!
I don't know if shooting it in the front does anything at all. I have it targeted, and I'm hoping that my team's gonna help more.
What's this?
I need support. Back in it.
By my hand!
Take these coordinates. Soldier is your target.
Oh, there we go. That's right, there were all those knights that you killed that had the incinerator.
Fred needs a hand.
You dare approach? You think? Go away! I don't mean to be rude. You're a useless armor.
He's probably going to be worth like 250,000 when you finish him off. Well, all you need to do is kill a few wardens.
Destruction! Weakling! Inconsequential! Be cleansed! You are marked!
Yeah, it sure is funny to imagine myself as the people and the beings and the age you're normally at, where you're excited about doing something like this and bragging about it to another person in real life. That was 140,000. You got him. You got him.
Chief, hello?
Cortana,
John, you made
Man,
it.
what a huge relief.
I
Oh,
can't
here, and there
believe
was
you're here.
another incineration
You're
cannon.
on a Forerunner world. Designation, Genesis. Enough standing around. Let me get the bridge for you. The Warden will be back soon.
you know him?
Oh yes. Fair warning? He has a single mind, but a few million bodies.
Chief said you were destroyed.
After I saw John last, I was pulled into slipspace. That's where I
A
found
single
access
mind
to
and
the
a few
domain.
million bodies
Forerunner
sounds
system
like Metal
that spans-
Cooler. I do love that robot stuff.
Entering the domain. Touching this place. It cured me. It's like the water of life for AIs.
How do we get to you?
By accessing the gateway. The big building putting on a light show. You already triggered most of its activation sequence, just like I knew you would. Just one more to go.
Cortana, why does the Warden think he needs to protect you from me?
There's so much to explain. It'll be easier when we're face to face.
Try me.
The cure for rampancy I've found means AIs can be immortal. That kind of lifespan allows for long-term planning, just like the Forerunners were capable of. AIs can assume the Forerunner's mantle of responsibility. And once there is peace, we can focus on poverty, hunger, illness. But Warden believes some will resist our help.
And that's crazy
And he's
how
afraid we're one of
Cortana's
them.
going evil.
Sounds great. I don't get why anyone's expecting resistance.
Just so typical
Didac
of
made it clear
AI.
the mantle of responsibility was an
She's
imperial
doing an
piece.
iRobot
Step out
thing
of
right
line
now, where
and
she's
suffer.
trying to put
won't be
all
like that, John.
organics into under
I'll explain it better once we're
AI
together.
control, just
The
like
gateway
an
is on the other
iRobot.
side of these canyons. The Warden is sending troops to stop you. You can fly these photons across the canyon or take footpaths to reach the other side.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
two,
take a
let's go.
footpath. Yeah, I actually remember taking the footpath the first time I played the game because I didn't see the photons. I remember that also on an earlier level where I didn't see the scorpion tank. And that happens. Aren't there giant flying warships? And if you were doing 4-player co-op, which
Watch the fire
when are you
from
ever
those
going to get
turrets.
4 people to play this with you? Yeah, I used to with Halo 3. Halo 2, in middle school, we would have easily had 4 people, but even if you had to system link it, but yeah, they didn't have it yet. First time they had it was Halo 3. 4-player co-op. People were complaining about how one person was the Master Chief and the others were elites. Like, I don't want to be an alien. And this is sort of a relaxing epilogue to all that frustrating of dying over and over again and doing the same gameplay over and over again. Big complainer.
The gateway's just ahead. Keep moving, Chief.
Consider it done.
Just a few more of those and I'll have my score of 900,000. Too bad. I couldn't break 1,000,000, but it's not like it's a huge difference.
Nice flying. You're starting to get the hang of this.
We've commandeered more than one enemy vehicle in our time.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even think robots would have vehicles that could be piloted, because you would think it would just, the vehicle itself would be a robot. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I guess it's because the robots are actually organics that were turned into robots.
All turrets down. Nice shooting.
And that looks like the finish. 900,000 score. And yeah, good points like that as a child, and it makes
The
you
exit is
think
just
you're
ahead.
actually that
Is
cool.
that where the gateway is?
Yes, almost there.
900,000 million point player.
There it is.
The gateway to the Forerunner domain. You'll be the first organics to enter since the fall of the Forerunners. I admit, after the crash here, I didn't think I'd see you again.
I'm here now.
Ta-da!